Hello my fellow Misfortune fans, and welcome to another episode of Iron to Diamond, the series in which I show you that Elo Hell does not exist. We are currently sitting in promos from Silver 3 to Silver 2. Well, last game we stopped at 99 LP, but I decided to not show you how we got into promos, because reasons. And yeah, if you want to see the entire climb to Diamond, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the episodes that I actually do upload. Because, well, uploading stomps is kind of whatever. No one wants to see that, right? So, we're playing Crit Misfortune today, and I decided to play with Conqueror and with Celerity. So, Crit obviously has a lot of attack speed to it, which is good for Conqueror. And also we're not planning to buy any armor penetration items. So to cut through tanks, especially to cut through the Tahm Kench, well, they don't have that many tanks in their team, but Tahm Kench is already reason enough. Yeah, but well, I think Conqueror, even after all the nerfs, is still somewhat viable. It's definitely not the best rune anymore by any means, but it should be okay. We have a lot of movement speed and attack speed in our build. We are going full crit, that's the plan at least. And first of all we need to play the lane phase, right? Kha'Zix invades, which is interesting. Oh no. Already missing minions. Switching love taps. I started Doran's shield because of Lux. He's very annoying to deal with in lane. Okay, going to hit level 3 here. Oh, Morgana. She's autofilled, she told me in the beginning. It's okay. By the way, the skill order, I want to go for Emax. Since we're autoing all the time anyway, we don't really have time for the Q animation, as stupid as that sounds, but it's actually a thing. The Q animation takes too long at a certain point of it, when you are at a certain threshold of attack speed, then pressing Q is simply no longer worth it. Nice, I'll take it. Get the Lux low, no potions. She doesn't have Aftershock, which makes her a lot squishier. Farming on a tower can be a little bit of a pain when you don't have any attack damage items as Misfortune. Let's put a point in E, actually. Nice, actually get those, right? Yeah. This one, not so much. Only 3 CS behind, which is okay. This build is definitely not good early. I also don't want to trade too hard with an autofill support. I'd much rather wait for the level 6. But she has good spell shields. She's not stupid. She does what she can, at least in top set jungle. Never mind. We got sums out of them. By the way, first item will be Essence Reaver, so ideally I gotta be F-Sword back. But, Longsword's also fine, I guess. He's in mid lane. And for the W max. W with overheal is quite nice. Obviously, crits, crits is very good when you auto-attack a lot, so W max. Well, actually, I almost flashed for that, but I think it's okay if Morgana just gets it. I had a flash for it, I would have gotten the BF sword. So maybe we can kill the Zaya too if she is a little bit uncareful. Or maybe we should just back here. So we have HP advantage against the Zaya, which means we can pressure her until she bases, push in, and then base ourselves. The Lux being back is not too big of a deal. I have enough movement speed to just dodge her skill shots. At least that's what I'd like to think. Oh, I hate it. Q travels not as quickly compared to auto attack, so sometimes my judgment is off when I try to last at a cannon with Q. Was not good. Okay, I guess I need to base here. Lee Sin can dive me. If he walks up, I even need to, yeah, walk away. Or actually, no, he cannot dive me anymore. Which means I can clear the wave. It's okay. If I had enough mana, I would ult the wave, or I do ult the wave here. Auto the cannon until we get to 100 mana. Let's ult the wave. So, this ensures that the wave cannot be frozen on me. The wave would be in a very, very awkward spot here, because it was slow pushing towards them while I base, and so I can push it in. So while this might seem like a waste of an ulti, this is actually very crucial to minion wave management. That you don't get the wave used against you. And I don't want to risk that, even though those are silver players. I'd much rather get my ult on cooldown before I base, right? It's not that bad, because I spent 30 seconds basing and running back to lane anyway. And I just ensure a good minion wave management. That's essentially what I did there. Lee Sin has all the kills, so as long as we can scale into the late game, Lee Sin will fall off, and he's actually there. Morgana needs to be a little bit more patient with her bindings, but she's putting in good effort. I'm going to give her that. My control ward is not really good, because they have 0 chance of holding this. Unfortunate. Cannon is just poking me down. Zaya with double buff is concerning, but we can't really do much about it right now. I need to use my movement speed better. I still get hit by the skill shots. We can't stop Lee Sin at Drake if he does it. There's no point in checking. Just farm. Ocean Drake is... well, lane phase is doomed anyway because Zaya has double buff. So Ocean Drake is whatever. I guess it's insults to injury, but I have to deal with it. I don't want to get flanked. Just imagine Morgana walking back with me. Just imagine. I actually want boots. I should have dodged the, that's the thing, I'm not putting in enough effort to dodge skill shots. But I really need to anticipate Lee Sin Q and stuff like that. I could have lived there, or I could have simply not get hit there. I knew he was looping around, so this is why I walked back in the first place, right? So I should have anticipated his Q. And now I can push quite hard. 4 points in W and boots too. I still don't dodge it, I simply don't get it. I'm just not in the zone today. I don't know. Oh well. I will carry late game anyway, so I need to chill. I just need to not do stupid things. I mean, just walking up there was pointless. Why did I do that? I couldn't get a plating. I low-key hoped the Lux was AFK and I could just auto her or whatever. But it's pointless. I shouldn't have done this. As simple as that. I need to focus more. Lee Sin is bot side. Always keep an eye on the minimap. %4 lifesteal already. Always use E to check bushes when you know the jungler is nearby. It's not worth dying for it. Let's try. Ooh, good job, team. Nice. Good job, mates. Let's protect the tower. Again, they out-sustain us with Ocean Drakes, so we shouldn't be taking trades anyway. And poke is not as important. I just farm up and wait for ganks or whatever. But ulti in 9. So if Morgana lands a binding, that'd be great. Yeah, I need to play like this all the time. I need to bait out the skill shots and then actually dodge them. I guess that's good. Yeah, like that. Oh damn, I'm going to miss that. I wonder if going all in on that would have been worth it. I think not. I was too far away. Damn. Zaya was slowed, but Morgana still didn't bind her. Oh, nice. If only I wasn't busy farming minions. Well, I have to farm minions. It's not like my fault, but that's also a thing. Morgana binding them when I'm so far away doesn't really accomplish anything. A tanked tower, which is bad. I don't have enough lifesteal yet to compensate. I probably need to base here. Lux greeted for that. What a base. I think I have Essence Reaver, right? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that's big. Kha'Zix sneaking Infernal like that is super huge. But yeah, we got our first core item, second one being Infinity Edge. Going double attack damage crit items is actually kind of meta right now. Caitlyn does it, Sivir does it. At least those champions should be doing it, because it's simply better. And on Misfortune, that's obviously great, because... or this strategy is great, since she scales with attack damage way, way harder than with attack speed, as you all know. Now I have a very good mana pool thanks to Essence Reaver, and I can use my E more aggressively to possibly set up plays for the Morgana binding. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that double hit me? Okay. Lee Sin is looking for a dive again. Right, I take it. Yes. Morgana's actually putting in so much effort. If only more players were like her, even though they're autofilled, they still do their best. Very few League players do this for some reason. Most of them just don't want to play then. Yes, but my team is doing very well. There's not much pressure on me to do much. Almost. Kha'Zix is on his way. They warded this earlier, but it will allow us to reset the lane at least. Oh, Lux is so dead. His ult. All Morgana needed to do there was press R, but I guess she's not too familiar with the champion. Didn't think of it right away. She walked up to her, I thought, oh my god, she's going to press R, we're going to get a kill, but she just tried to Q her. Ah, greedily holding onto your ulti. Okay, nobody's trying to cheese me. Right, got the cannon. There's a control ward in there. I think we should clear it, yeah. I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, that was not worth. Oh, Morgana, are you trying to die? 'Cause that's how you die. I'm Oh, I could have ulted. I could have ulted. I just had barely enough mana to ult, but I didn't see it. Probably wouldn't have saved me. That was stupid. I should have just immediately backed off as soon as Morgana made that mistake. Also, I had way too much gold that I didn't spend. It's okay. Again, we're playing for the late game. And we have 160 farm at 20 minutes, which is okay. It's not the best farm, but it's okay. Lee Sin cannot really solo Baron or anything, but he's very fed and he could try to apply Baron pressure soon. Well, actually, we need to play around Infernal. There's actually no way they take Baron. But Infernal is a possibility. I also have a control ward, which might help. Yeah. Okay, they just rushed it. Sucks, but happens. I solo the Zaya at this point. We have roughly the same items. If she lets me poke her, then maybe. Yeah, just run circles around her, and then she cannot really use her Blade Caller. That was the entire premise there. Just outplay her feathers, and we're good to go. I need a couple hundred gold for Infinity Edge. Yeah, I farm jungle. They should retreat. They're all respawning. Maybe I should go and help. But they just disengage. No point. Alright, one more wave and I get IE. Kha'Zix is actually doing so much work. Alright, I guess I take it. We can't really do much with these kills because there's no objective nearby and our jungler is dead on top of that. So this is... They can push mid tower, but this is the point where I just get my Infinity Edge. And I guess I wait for a dagger. Simply because attack speed is very crucial to my Conqueror. This number, by the way, doesn't mean anything. Also, the true damage would have been mitigated doesn't mean much, because the main point is to get 3 attack damage, or 2.9 right now. 2.9 attack damage per stack, which is absolutely massive. If you can keep that up, that's very strong when you multiply it with crit. And I'm at 50% right now with Infinity Edge on top of that, so... yeah, Conqueror, baby. Ooh, this. Ah, okay. I thought I saw something on the minimap, but it was actually just the ward and not an enemy unit, and I panic eat the bush to reveal them. Right. Echo's just overextending. Not much to say there. Nice. He's dead too, yeah. We don't have minions though. So I guess we try to push mid lane. Oh, they surrender. Okay. So, first promo game. Check. Our team did nice work here. Definitely props to them. I honored the Kha'Zix. He, despite the enemy jungler being so far ahead, he played this very smart and he was able to also snowball himself. That was very good. The games are getting a little bit more interesting now because I can't just ruffle stomp over everyone's head anymore. In Silver, people are actually starting to try. Also, props to the Morgana. Actually, I would have honored everyone on my team. They all played their parts very well. And yeah, I guess Crit Misfortune can also work. But if you want to see a Lethality Misfortune, you can click on the link on your screen right now. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb.